Are you in school right now? Are you working? What are you doing?
No, I'm done with school. I own a marketing agency. I used to work for a very big marketing agency that did Facebook ads and creative strategy for direct to consumer e-commerce brands. And I was with them for almost 2 years. I spent a lot of money, roughly between $5 to $6 million on ads. And then I had like enough knowledge and ideas of my own to start my own thing. So I started doing that almost 1 year ago. And I'm just yeah, doing my own stuff. Have a couple of direct to consumer clients that I'm working with. I have a very small team of 2 people that help me with creative strategy and editing, and I run the ads.
Oh, I see. So you have a team of 2 people, small team, that helps you with what?
With creative strategy, so what kind of ads we need to run for our clients, like the whole ad structure. If it's an image ad, what kind of ad will it be? Us versus them, call out, feature based, bold statement.
Oh,
Like we have different ad types, and my editor helps us like create those ads.
oh, okay. Okay. So I this is my strategy. I'm not good at Facebook, but I've done enough research to understand the ad policies, so that concerns me. So I know I can't drive traffic directly to the vendor's landing page. Let me show you the vendor's landing page. I can send a text to you, right?
Yeah, you can do it here.
How do I send a text over here?
So there should be a chat option. Um, wait.
I'm looking. I don't see a way I can send a text.
Do you see it now?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think over here. Then I'm gonna send you something else. Give me a second. Look at that page while I get you something else.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, look at Look at this. What I just sent you.
Yeah.
This is a draft of my lead magnet. So this is what um, I'm thinking of doing. This is what I want to do. I want to offer a free lead magnet to get people in through my sales funnel. I'm going to be creating a sales funnel
Okay.
where I set up an opt-in page for them to get the free report, um, and then send them eventually to the sales page, either through a bridge page, a thank you page, a bridge page, and then a sales page. If they don't buy, then follow up on them through email after a few emails and try to get them to buy the product later. Okay, so can you open up the Google document that I just sent you?
Yeah.
You already did it.
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, um, give me a second. I'm thinking. So basically, I want to do soft selling. I want to do soft selling. So my question to you right now is, based on my target audience. My target audience are basically women, mostly 45 plus, who are diabetic, type 2 diabetic, and more than likely have an interest in losing weight because weight loss contributes to diabetes if they're overweight. So a lot of women are overweight. So my primary target audience are women 45 plus, but also men. But I believe there's more women than men. So it makes sense for me to maybe target them. What would be your let's say what would be your approach in selecting the audience on Facebook based on what I just told you?
Yeah. If you had asked me this question 3 years ago, I would have had a very different answer. But I'm pretty sure if you have done enough research about the platform, you should know that they have
Removed.
made, yeah,
They have removed a lot of selection.
interest-based,
Huh?
yeah, and interest-based targeting, basically. It's called interest-based targeting. We cannot choose those targeting options anymore. And the reason behind that is they have upgraded the algorithm that they used for targeting recently, and everything depends on the kind of copy and creative that you're using. So previously, if you asked me this question, I would say that we have these 5 to 6 interests that we could target, and we could choose the age as 45 plus and demographic as women, and it would work like a charm. But this doesn't work anymore. Everything depends on the kind of creative and copy that you're using. So for example, if the ad that we're running contains an angle that says, let's say,
Free lead
the,
magnet. Free quiz. Health wellness quiz. That's
yeah,
the
health
lead magnet.
wellness quiz, or a metabolic reset routine. So you could tell them that, are you feeling like your metabolism hit a wall, or something like that, along those lines. So basically, it's soft selling. So anyone who's interested in, so what Meta will do is that it will pick up the context from your ad, and it will match that with the people based on their search history or the kind of websites that they visit. It will match those ads to those people directly instead of choosing any interest. So it's very good at picking up context from your ads and finding people who are actually looking for those things and are on the platform.
So you're saying that you're saying I know the changes came in. I don't know, maybe 3 4 years ago, where they stopped the certain interest selections. You now you couldn't target specifically certain groups of people no more. I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Um, so I am aware of what you're talking about. So that's good, right? So I know you know what you I know that you know what you're talking about. So
yeah.
so
Yeah, I
that
told you. Yeah, it's and that was 4 years ago. But
so
if you want to study more about this, you should look up Andromeda algorithm. It's I can put it down in the chat. It's
yeah,
the new. It's the latest algorithm that Meta has rolled out. So basically, one second, I'll just write it down for you. Andromeda algorithm meta. Yeah, so once this got rolled out, everything became a broad targeting approach on Meta. So now you just need to really nail down your copy and the kind of visual creative that you're using, and the algorithm will pick up the context. It's very smart. It's much smarter than us. So
okay.
yeah, it'll just pick up the context and it will start showing your ads to people who are actually looking for those things.
Let me see if I can understand what you're saying. What you're saying is, had I asked you this question 3 4 years ago, you would have told me yes, we could select people who are interested in weight loss, women 45 plus. That's no longer available, right?
Yeah, but it's much smarter now. It's much smarter, and we have more probability of hitting our target audience, even though those interests are gone, because the algorithm is much smarter in getting the context of your copy and your visual ad and connecting that with the kind of people who are actually looking for what you want to give them.
So that's the
So,
algorithm. That's the AI. That's the AI
yeah,
doing. That's
yeah.
the AI doing the work for you.
Exactly. This is a very tough thing to explain prospects or clients because they say that if you can't target people, how are you going to reach out to our target audience? But the
Okay,
answer is that the algorithm is much smarter because it's backed by data centers that are bigger than Manhattan Island.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
That's interesting. So let me see if I understand you correctly. Your job working with me would not be to so much select an audience from select an audience for me. That your job wouldn't consist of you selecting the audience for me. Your job would be then what to help me.
My job will be to crack the kind of messaging within the ad copy and the creative, the visual ad that we use. My job will be to crack that with my team because anybody who tells you otherwise is just going to waste your money because this creative and copy is the biggest lever that you can pull on the platform. It goes back to conventional like classic advertising now because everything is AI based. All the manual media buying things that you used to do on the platform, lookalike audience, blah blah blah, everything is gone. It's all about the real messaging that you're trying to present to your audience. That is all that matters, and that's what we do. Like it's all back to like the marketing fundamentals on the platform now. So that's what we do. We do creative strategy and editing and like the kind of advertising strategy that you're going to use on the platform to run your ads. That's what we do. And that includes running the actual ads, like the media buying part. But the biggest thing, like the top thing, is creative strategy, which is basically what kind of messaging, visual and text based messaging that you're going to use to connect to your audience, then seeing based on like data analysis on the platform what's working, what's not working, what's the click through rate of the let's say the metabolic reset routine angle or the sugar crash angle, whatever angle that we're using to run your ads. So we'll see which one has a better click through rate. How can we iterate better to make it more direct response to hit our clients and like get more eyeballs on our ads and get them to the quiz or landing page, whatever you're trying to
Uh,
send your traffic to.
okay, so my understanding now, it's completely different.
Yeah,
I thought your job prior to speaking to you was to help me segment, identify, select the appropriate audience to target. But that has changed talking to you. You say that
that's 1% of the job. It's 1%. 99% of the job is cracking the messaging.
99% of the job is crafting the messaging.
Yeah,
And
crafting and cracking, like trying to figure out what's gonna work.
oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah,
that
that's the biggest, that's where everybody fails, and that's where my experience comes in. Not everybody, obviously, I'm not trying to sound like I know everything, but I know like how the algorithm works. I've spent a lot of money with my previous agency, so I know like, and I'm pretty tech savvy. I have a degree in business analytics as well, so I know like how these things work.
I see. Okay, just a second. Um,
And I'm pretty amazed to see the kind of mindset that you have. Like I don't see clients talking about sales funnels and opt-ins. I know about all of these things because it's my job, and I'm pretty amazed to see like how well versed you are with like post-click optimizations of actually, because when somebody lands on your landing page, it's not it, that's where the real journey begins. It's very easy to like get people on the landing page, but everything happens after that. If you have that figured out, I think you can probably do a great job getting traction to this product.
so I'm in the process right now of setting up a sales funnel. I'm crafting it.
Yeah,
It's a rough draft, but it's a work in progress. You're familiar with the sales funnel process.
yeah, of course.
Have you done it?
I haven't done it myself, but I have worked with clients to help them do it, of
Okay,
course.
so you work with clients to help them optimize it.
Yeah, post-click optimization of the sales funnel. It contains opt-ins. What are you using? Click funnels? What's
I'm
it going to
using
be?
Systemi.io.
Okay.
Uh, that's the one that I'm currently learning how to utilize it. Right now, I'm working on learning how to set up email sequences and segmenting them based on when they first subscribe, if they don't buy, then do this, etc. So I'm working on that right now. So that's good that you understand that. I'm pushing 80, by the way.
Wow, that's good. That's great. You're doing a great job.
I'm pushing 80. I'm 70. When I say I'm pushing 80, it's because I'm 70. In 10 more years, I'm 80.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you're talking to an old man that's tech savvy.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's what I said in the first, like when our conversation started. Like I like to work with people who understand the marketing sphere, like how everything works. Like it's easier to like work with clients who actually believe in this stuff rather than working with someone who doesn't understand how marketing works and how consumer psychology works. All of those things. It's pretty hard to like work with
I
people who
I,
don't.
I understand how like all the psychological factors that goes into marketing. I understand all of that, and I understand that it's all about testing and
Yeah,
continual testing till you find the right formula of what works. So So I understand that it's all about testing. It's not about
So
getting a quick home run. It's about taking time out to test different elements one step at a time to to find out what element is the one that raises the bar.
yeah,
So I understand these things. Am I perfect? No. But you're working with an old man that understands this. So I'm more
yeah,
reasonable. I'm more reasonable to work with because I don't expect results quickly because it's about testing. It takes time to collect data. Am I right?
yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
okay. So now, what's your opinion about a warm up strategy even before advertising? What's your opinion on that?
So for the warm up strategy, we will need that because we're going to run ads on a fresh ad account. So we need to warm up the pixel. I'm pretty sure you are aware
The
of what it,
pixel is a tracking mechanism. It
yeah.
tracks.
So we need to
What does it track again? I forgot that.
it tracks.
I'm getting my coffee. Hold on a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, as you were saying, it tracks.
It tracks user behavior on your website. So
Who gets that data? You or Facebook?
Facebook, that's yeah, that
But you don't.
it's
But I don't have access to that data. Only
no,
Facebook.
we do. I mean, we do have, like, Facebook owns the data, but we do have access to it. Like, it tracks the time a user spends on your website. It tracks um, what percentage of the landing page did they view out of the total landing page. It tracks what links did they click on. It's basically tracking user behavior on the website.
Oh, okay. I remember reading up on that.
Yeah.
But I don't. I didn't remember what does it track. I couldn't.
And it feeds that information back to the platform so that you can find more people that fall within your target audience by looking at the data. So we need to warm the pixel up. So for that, we need a warm up strategy since it's going to be a fresh ad account. And for that, we can start running some traffic ads, very generic ads to your that are somewhat related to your niche. We'll start running them and sending traffic to your platform. I don't know what those ads would look like because I'll have to do more research.
Okay. Would the traffic be to my Facebook page
It can be to your Facebook page.
or to
We
what
can
else?
it and we can do like a likes campaign. That's a very soft warm up strategy.
Yes.
But we can also send traffic to your landing page with not a opt-in or a lead goal, but just a link clicks goal.
Link clicks go
Yeah,
for the purpose. For example, I'm offering the assessment quiz. It's a wellness quiz. I I want to utilize that to get people into the funnel.
yeah,
What's your thought on that? Could that, for example, let's say I create a landing page.
product.
I don't give them the lead magnet. But what I do is I make them aware that I have this lead magnet, and is this something that they like, and maybe they might want be interested in the future or something like that. I don't have to figure it out, but my concern is, can Facebook go and read my lead magnet?
If you are sending them to a separate page, then no. There's-
If I'm sending them to a separate page, they will not go into my lead magnet. They cannot.
No, no, no.
They won't subscribe to my email list just to read my lead magnet. So in case I have words in there that are non-compliant, for example, I'm targeting diabetics. So in my lead magnet, there might be some wording in there about blood sugar, about how about what was your blood sugar, about how is it, going, and that could trigger a flag.
So when you're sending traffic to the lead magnet page, you will have an opt-in, right?
Right.
So in that opt-in, we're not going to mention anything that is not compliant with Facebook. But once that opt-in is done and you have like a proper quiz or assessment, whatever that is, once that opt-in is done and people like actually go into the quiz, we can start mentioning stuff. But in the opt-in, if we're sending traffic to the opt-in page, we don't have like we can't mention anything that is not compliant. But after that, we can like after the opt-in.
So you're saying inside my lead magnet, the attachment, the PDF, whatever it is, right? In
Yeah,
there, I can mention things that are non-compliant, like things that normally would
yeah,
trigger
yes,
a violation. It can
yes.
that way
You
it can
can.
that way it can be done.
Yes, but opt-in will we will try to make the opt-in page in such a way
Blind,
that very
blind.
compliant. Yes, yeah, because that is the page that the bots will like analyze
Oh,
and check for non-compliance.
okay, so I understand. I did understand that your job is for now. It's clear now. I understand that your job is more about finding what works, basically
Yeah, finding what
testing,
works.
testing
Yeah,
the creatives, creating creatives.
yeah.
So that means you'll be testing all the different elements. Is that correct? Because
What?
there's many elements to test. Color, position, images, position of the buttons, colors of the buttons. I mean, there's so many
Yeah,
factors.
but but we will start with the broader things first, obviously. Like we won't test colors in the first run. We'll start testing the images first, the messaging, the kind of headline that goes into the ad, what angle is being used
Okay.
there. That is my job. And then once we have something figured out, let's say we have ad A versus ad B, where we were testing the images or the headline. So we found that headline A works. So then we'll start going into testing what kind of image works better with headline A. Then we'll test the click-through rate of
And,
those two ads. Yeah.
oh, just a second. I'm thinking the the lead magnet that I'm offering. The lead magnet that I'm offering. Is it a bad strategy or it's a sound strategy? It's a quiz,
It's
a wellness quiz.
Yeah, it's good. We can test more lead magnets as well, like a
Different,
PDF
different,
versus
different lead magnets versus this one to see which
yeah,
is better.
yeah.
Just a second. How would you provide reports or campaign updates?
We can do so. What I do internally with my clients is a Friday write up, which contains everything that we have tested, what worked, what didn't work, and what we are going to do next. And that can be through email or whatever communication channel you prefer. And we'll also stay in touch throughout the week on like what we are doing. Along with that, we have bi-weekly calls. So one call every 2 weeks, a half an hour call, 45 minutes call to go over the bigger strategy. the bigger picture of things, like what we did, what worked, what didn't work, what are we going to do next, and your suggestions, obviously.
I see. What is the importance of Facebook setup? There's I believe there's two parts. There's Facebook setup, and then there's another part. I'm not sure what it is, but what's the importance of Facebook ad set? Excuse me, Facebook new business account setup. That's what I'm talking about because I don't have an account.
Yeah,
So
you need that.
What's the importance of the initial Facebook setup phase? Business, um, and
Bus-
should I add a another business account immediately on top of that one in case I have any problems? I think they allow you up to five.
Business accounts.
Should you set up five right away, or they only allow you to set up two?
You can just set up one, and we'll make sure that we set it up the right way. It's very important to do that the right way initially, because there's a lot that you need to do. You need to set up the business manager, then the Facebook page, then the ad account itself. Then you need to set up tracking to your landing page or whatever that is, the pixel. So everything needs to be done the right way before we start running our ads.
But shouldn't we set up a second Facebook ad account right away?
Yeah, but I think if you do, it can somehow, like, it's pretty easy to do, but I think we don't need it immediately, because you can trigger the algorithm, sorry, the back end of Facebook, because you're setting up two ad accounts at once, and you're not going to use the other one until the first one gets banned. So it can somehow flag Facebook that you are doing something wrong.
So it's not. So my understanding that it's good to set up a second account right away, just in case. Let's say somehow I get permanently banned on the first one, and the second one isn't set up. Then what? I'm playing the devil's advocate.
Yeah, like I said, you can set it up, but I'm thinking it this way, like if you set up both accounts at the same time, I feel like there's more probability of the second one getting banned immediately, because you haven't been using it for a while, and you just start using it as soon as the first one gets banned. So it could somehow, like,
What about if I set up a Facebook second one and I only run a likes campaign and I run a likes campaign for maybe a month on that second one, nothing more than engagement.
that could work. But again, like, since both of them are pretty similar, uh, obviously they're going to be pretty similar, right? Both business managers, because essentially you're going to use them for the same purpose. So you could you could somehow flag yourself, like you could get flagged for some reason for having two business managers at the same time, or two ad accounts at the same time.
Saying that it can happen.
Yeah, it can happen. Like, it can, I'm saying that you could get flagged for having two.
Or I can get flagged. Flagged
Yeah,
meaning like not a warning, but
you could get under the radar
I can
for
get.
having two business managers who are doing the same thing at the same time. Like,
So
wha-
what you let me see if I understand. What you're saying is when you say flag, you're saying I can get under the radar. Now they're watching me. They're
yeah,
watching me closer. I can get
yeah,
in their radar system where they're watching me closer what I'm doing.
yeah, because you're running two ad accounts or business managers doing the same thing. Like, it's one of them, let's say one of them is running a page likes campaign, but it's running it for the same niche, right?
Let's say I run it for a coffee niche.
then you're going to mess up with the targeting later on, because first you're running it for coffee, then you use it for, I don't know, health or something like that. For the real purpose, it might mess up the algorithm.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
wouldn't recommend it.
you wouldn't recommend it.
No.
Um, so now, what would be okay? What would be your cost for the Facebook? What I want to do, just a second. I want to do a preliminary test. Set up Facebook, do the Facebook ad setup, and run a preliminary test. What would be your fee for charge for setting up the Facebook, the setup?
So
And also, I'm a technical person. Is it possible for me to, because I spoke to other people that will coach me. I'm not the type of guy that like to do things on my own. Like, for example, the sales funnel, right? With Systemi.io, I am actually um, learning how to do that on my own.
that's great.
So I'm technically inclined.
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah, I get that from the conversation that we had, which is great. Can we be more clear about the scope of work?
Yes,
So, what do you want me to do? Like, set up the ads manager, all of those things. I believe you can do yourself. I can guide you.
you can guide me.
Yeah, like you setting up the business manager, all of those things.
You can guide me.
Yeah,
How
I
long?
can get.
How many hours will it take for you to guide me?
We can set it up in 2 hours, 2 to 3
2 hours.
hours.
And
Yeah,
I would prefer that because I like to get my hands dirty. I like to
yeah,
know.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I want you to do it yourself, and I can guide you on a call or something.
Um, okay. So I would like to start with that.
Okay.
What do you need? What else do you need from me that'll help you? That'll help you better help me. What am I missing? What haven't I told you that could possibly help me better?
So for this initial campaign, the preliminary campaign, what are we thinking? Are we going to send traffic to the opt-in page?
Um, you mean for the preliminary?
Yeah.
I'm a little confused because I was thinking I did a lot of research, and it said that you should always start with warming up the accounts. This is a new account. I don't know if sending traffic to the landing page is a good idea. I don't know.
So you want to do like a likes campaign, something like that?
I think I what if you were in my shoes, what would you do?
Yeah, we can start with the likes campaign,
Why?
like setting up the business manager and the likes campaign. And then once that is done, you probably will have the sales funnel, the lead magnet ready. So once that is done, we can start setting up the tracking and then testing the initial batch of ads to send traffic to the lead magnet opt-in page and optimize for opt-ins.
Um, uh,
Phase two.
okay. Um, I need some time to finish up what I'm doing with the sales funnel. That's gonna. Um, I need a little time to get that done. Um, so I I I think I'm leaving. I'm leaving next week to Dominican Republic. I'm traveling,
Okay.
so I won't be around for a week. Um, after I come back, we can do something with proceed. Wait a minute. After I come back, then I can update you on what's going on, and we can proceed.
Sounds good.
So,
And for the phase two, like when we start sending traffic to the lead magnet opt-in page and actually starting the process of getting people into your funnel, what how much do you want to spend on the ad side of things? Like
um,
what's your monthly budget, initial budget, whatever you want to call it?
uh, between 500 to 1,000. Is that too much?
500. Okay. Okay. So,
That's about
yeah,
what? That's about $25 a day, something like that.
yeah, if you're doing 1,000.
Oh, yes, you are. What is this call about? Make it to the point. You call me busy. I'm very satisfied. I'm very satisfied, and I'm having a meeting right now. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Yes. So
So, yeah, I think that should be good for an initial test. Yeah.
the repeat that again so that I'm on track.
Yeah, I asked you for the initial budget for testing, the ad spend for testing, and you said 500 to $1,000.
That should be good for testing initially.
Yeah, initial testing. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Um, give me a second. No, that'll be all. I'm comfortable with you.
Yeah,
The purpose of my conversation with you was to also get a feel of your technical um, expertise.
yeah,
So I see that you're not someone just that just getting started and doesn't understand Facebook algorithms. So I
yeah.
feel
Yeah, I've been in this space for a long time. So, yeah,
yeah. So I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with it. Okay, the for the setup, what I can do. What is going to be the fee for the setup?
no fees for the setup. I'm going to work with you on getting everything set up, and because I don't like to charge clients for like initial setup to get things running, I'll only start charging you when the ad spend starts, like your billing on the ad side of things starts, like when we actually start running the ads.
I I see.
Yeah, and it's a monthly retainer that we do, and it's around $1,500 a month for creative strategy and media buying. So running the actual ads and guiding you post click.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
so it's together. It's 1,500 for everything, for the budget,
everything.
for the budget as
Oh
well.
no, sorry, not the budget. The budget is going to be separate, obviously. It's for uh, creative strategy. So we'll create the ads for you, we'll do the copy, and we'll run the ads for you, and we will guide you post click. So on your funnel as well, we'll guide you throughout the process of building your funnel.
Oh, I see. Oh, so that's the process.
Yeah.
Okay. So then my budget is going to be roughly around 2,000 a month.
Yeah. If you're doing an ad spend of 500.
Yeah. If I'm doing
Yeah.
that spend, that's about 2,000 a month.
Yeah. And obviously, like when you start getting traction, we, which I'm pretty optimistic about, we'll start scaling your spend up when we start seeing the results.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Then we take it a step further.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good. Your first name is Hamza.
Yeah.
Hamza. Pleasure, Hamza. My name is Edwin, and I look forward to talking to you again. So, what do I need to get ready for you so I know when I come back, I need to have whatever ready for you? What do I need to get ready for you?
So the next time that we meet, I just need you to have a name for the Facebook page, have
Okay.
a name for the business manager.
Let me write this down. Name for Facebook page. I bought a domain already.
That's great.
Um, I bought a domain already, so I got a domain name with a domain email address. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
So get name for Facebook page.
Yeah.
Name for what?
The business manager.
The name for business page. Should I take into consideration SEO?
No,
Should I take?
the business manager. It's just going to be a basic name. Like,
Oh,
what are you? Yeah, it's not related to anything. It's just going to be the name of your Meta business manager.
okay. The other question is the Facebook business page. Um, should I take into consideration factors about the Facebook name title and how it affects SEO? People searching for what I'm putting up. That's going to be a new Facebook page about wellness.
Yeah, you can do that and have like 3 to 4 options that we can choose from.
You mean about the names or tags?
Name of the Facebook page.
Should I take in consideration SEO factors there when I'm selecting the name?
For the name, it's fine. We don't need that. But for the bio of the page, yes,
Okay, so for the bio of the page, it's important for SEO factors.
it's a good practice.
It's a good practice.
Yes.
What else?
That's it. We
Okay,
can do everything else on the call.
the um, the the Facebook business page. You're gonna help me get that set up on that day as well.
Yeah,
Anything else that I should get ready for you?
just those things and an image for the page, like what kind of image would go there.
Image, an
You know the
image,
display picture of the page that you usually see on Facebook, the display picture, the round picture.
an image for the Facebook page.
Yes,
Is that with my face or
for the business page. It could be a logo. Basically, you can use a logo.
But it's not a big image for the
The banner, no, no, not that.
not that.
No, we don't need that.
We don't need that. We just need an image for the logo.
Yeah, for the logo.
What else? What about my lead magnet? What should I be thinking about my lead magnet?
What about it?
The Is there anything that I'm not thinking about that could help you work better with me? I don't know.
I think for the initial phase, like for the next time that we meet, I just need these things so that we can set up the business manager and the Facebook page and the ad account. Once that is done, we'll talk further on what kind of likes campaign we need to run. And then yeah, we can like once we set up the likes campaign, we can have like another meeting. I just want to get these things done before we can start diving into phase two of setting up the actual ads for sending traffic to the landing page. So
Oh,
that I'm considering that as phase two, and I haven't even thought about that yet.
I see. The
Yeah.
uh, the lights campaign. The lights campaign. It's just an engagement campaign.
Yeah.
Um, the time period that I should dedicate for that. How much time should I be dedicating? 30 days,
No,
two
no.
weeks.
It should be around 3 to 4 days. You will get enough traction.
Get I can get enough traction. If I
So what
go
I'm
if I run it for a longer period of time and I
yeah.
get and I get I don't know, I get enough likes, couldn't those likes be helpful in
There
reaching?
would be, but there's like it's it's like diminishing returns. Like you won't benefit too much from running ads for running a likes campaign for 30 days. I think 3 to 4 days is enough.
3 to 4 days is enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what I have to
So this is the first phase. Once we set everything up, we can probably uh, do it this week if you are fine, and then we can set up the likes campaign um, for 3 to 4 days. And when are you traveling?
traveling the 29th in 6 days.
Okay, so we can run it for 6 to 7 days, and when you're away, uh, we can start working on the initial strategy for running the ads to the landing page, to the lead magnet. And once you're back, we can start running the actual ads.
I see.
That's what I'm thinking. So we'll work on the strategy. Once you're back, we'll present everything to you. If it looks good, I'll stay in touch with you even when you're away. But if everything looks good to you, we can start running the ads on the 6th or the 7th of next month.
Okay. I want to give you my WhatsApp number
Yeah,
so we can stay in touch.
sounds good. Okay.
Okay, can you send me the name for that Andromeda again? The I wasn't able to write it down. Can you send me the name for
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. Andromeda algorithm meta.
Okay, So now
Just
you have my add me to your WhatsApp account. Send me a text.
yeah, just 1 second.
Use the 8995 number. In case there's a problem with that one, sometimes my phone. I've had problems with that number before, so sometimes it breaks. Then you just
Yeah,
touch.
yeah,
Then you just touch base with me on the other one.
yeah. That sounds good. And okay, I think I'll send you a text on WhatsApp to stay in touch, and then we can have the page and the business manager set up this week and start the likes campaign. And we can do it for 5 to 6 days. And once like that is done, I can start working with my team on the initial ad strategy, and we will have one more meeting before you travel so that we can start working on the ad strategy once you're away. And
Okay.
when you come back, we will present everything to you. If it looks good, we will start running the ads. And
But
I just want, yeah,
remember, I have to finish the sales funnel.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
I need time. I need time to set that up. But
so,
we could start with the Facebook ads campaign. We could start with that until I get that sales funnel completed.
so how much time do you think you would need to complete the sales funnel?
Maximum 2 weeks.
So that happens when you come back.
Yeah, because I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I can't get finished it this week. I'm still learning. I'm still learning systemic. It's systemic. I'm still learning it. Yeah.
Okay, and so you're anticipating that we run ads somewhere between um the second week of next month?
Something like that.
Yeah, because I just want to like uh, get it laid out so that I can start working on something with my team accordingly.
I see. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not gonna have the sales funnel done this week. I doubt it.
Okay,
I
this I think what we can do is it's fine, like take your time. We can start doing this likes campaign and setting the page, all of those things. Once you're back, we can have a meeting to discuss what what things I need from you to start creating the first batch of ads. And in like once we have that meeting, I'll start working on things on my end to create those ads, and you can start working like finalizing the sales funnel. And once that is done, we can start running the ads.
okay.
So all of this happens when you come back. We'll have a meeting.
Okay. So you're saying we will hold off on the Facebook like campaign right now till I come back
No, we can start. We can start that campaign. We can set everything up this week,
and just
and we will.
keep it running till I'm completed with the sales funnel.
Yeah,
We could do that.
we could do that. We can do it at a low budget, like $2 to $3 a day,
Okay.
something like. Yeah,
Okay.
and just to be clear, yeah, once you come back, we start working on everything. And okay, that's fine. Yeah, so that's going to be around 6th to 7th of May when you come back.
Come back the 6th of May.
Okay, so we can have a meeting on 7th of May.
Yes. So yes, we can have a meeting on the 7th of May. Just reach out to me. Reach out to me as a reminder through WhatsApp on my main number, and we can then we can do also the on Upwork. We can also communicate through there as well. But you'll probably I would use WhatsApp. I would use both. I mean, I'll be checking back and forth.
Sounds good. And then also for the method, do you prefer Upwork or can I send you an invoice through my company?
I prefer Upwork.
Okay,
Okay, I know Upwork takes a percentage,
20%,
20%.
which is a lot for us. That's why I don't prefer working because I have to pay my team as well. So
20% of 1,500,
yeah, that goes to Upwork.
that goes to 20%. Let me think on this more.
Sure, because I have a legit company set up in Toronto, I can send you an invoice as well. It's everything is legit. You can look us up as well. I have a LinkedIn and I have a company website, but it's up to you. But I prefer that because I have to pay my team as well, and 20% takes away a big margin from me. I'm
Okay,
not like a single freelancer. I have a team.
I see. Okay, just a second. Here's my email address. Send me send me your website to this email address, everything you got, so I can think about this.
Yeah, sure. I'll send you my LinkedIn, my website, everything,
Yeah, send me whatever you have to show me who you are. It's,
and my company
I go,
details as well.
yeah, I
Yeah.
need all of that.
Well, yeah, thank you so much. And we'll start the billing when you come back. Obviously, when we actually start working on the things with my team,
Yeah,
I'll start the billing on the day like we have a meeting and finalize everything.
on that day, you'll start the billing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.